Now the king's saying, well, he's the firstborn son, but he's not the first legit born son.
Stay there. You gotta flush the toilet.
If he was the first legit born son, then I could see the state going to him, the knightship and everything. But he's not the first legit born son. My father was married to my mother when she had me. She was not married to his mother. He was not married to his mother.
So your brother has a different dad?
Yep.
Or a different mom?
Different mom.
Oh,
Same dad.
different mom. And you were born first?
He was born first, but not legit, because my father was married to my mother when she had me.
So because your brother was born out of wedlock, he's not legit?
That's right, it's called a bastard son.
Wow.
Called a bastard
That's
son.
pretty fucking rude to say about your brother.
He's not legit.
Wow.
He was pretty rude for him to try to steal the whole royal fortune from me and say he was me. Don't you guys find that rude?
He said he was you?
He lied and said he was me and claimed the fortune. She knighted him. He doesn't have the whole fortune because there's controversy over it, but he's got houses in England that belong to me. He's got houses in England that belong to me, castles, all that because he said he was me and got knighted by social security number. Now recently, I complained, and now they're saying, well, he's the firstborn son. He's not the first legit born son. He looked exactly like me. You would think he was my twin brother. You see us apart, you think we're the same person. And some people say that, well, according to his mother claims that both of us were hers.
You're not using that castor oil, I can tell.
I
Bring
used
it back next time.
I used it yesterday, and I stopped using it one day, and it went back. So I'm not going to stop again.
You're not using it at all. I bet you if I see the bottle, it's just as much as I left you with it.
No, it's not. But he's not the first legit one. And now his mother is also claiming that we were twins and that she's both our mother. But then again, he had a twin sister.
Alright,
And
give me a
his
hand.
twin sister had kids with me. Had kids with me. Good. Because I didn't know.
Just your fingertips, okay?
All right.
Now rub it all on the side of your nose. The side of your nose, mostly. Just your nose, like this, and on the top of your nose. Keep rubbing it. You gotta rub it for like 5 minutes.
So, he's, well, I'm going to call that number.
I know, keep rubbing it. Come on. We got people watching. You gotta look good on camera.
He's the
Can't be
first.
having old
He's
dandruff
the
on your
first son,
face.
not the first legit one. But now they're saying his mother's trying to claim that we're twins. That there was a war over.
In here too.
Over.
Go like this.
My mother.
Where your unibrow is. Lower. Yeah, on the bridge of your nose. There you go.
My mother.
Keep rubbing it though. Don't lose your attention. Focus on it. Just the bridge of your nose. Yeah. It's still there.
It's got to be there for a while.
Hey, you can rub it right off. That's what I'm saying. Here, I'll do it.
She's claiming that she's both our mother, and that we were twins, and are actually me and him are identical, and the daughter was a paternal to us.
Hey, have a seat in that chair.
And she's claiming that. She claimed that she had us both,
Yeah.
and she had the girl too, and that my mother did something illegal to take me away from her. Now,
Bring your hands off because they get
she
away with
could just be
it.
claiming the
Your
fortune.
hands.
She's just claiming the fortune for my brother. I don't know, but his mother's claiming that. His mother's claiming
Why
that.
don't you get your phone?
That my mother illegitimately took me from her, and it would almost sound logical because we look exactly alike. We look like twin brothers. I mean, you would think we're identical twins if you saw us. And some people mistook us for each other. That's how he fooled the queen and everything. But the thing is that, on the other hand, how could that happen? That couldn't happen. You know what I mean? That could not have happened.
That you were switched at birth?
Yeah. Well, that at birth, I was taken away, and shit, he was still with her.
So he's saying you had the same mother.
She's saying that,
Oh, she's saying that.
but
Because she wants the fortune too.
Yeah, she wants the fortune too.
All right, guys, gonna see this. Let's turn this way. Turn your chair this way so we get the sunlight on it. Like spin the chair. Spin it.
What I think
Okay, a little more.
now, the girl is definitely either my cousin or my sister. I think the other girl is my sister. The black girl is my sister. And even if she wasn't my sister, if she was my cousin, that still wouldn't be too kosher. We have 2 kids together, so we had to break that off. I had to break it off with Darius because Darius was either my cousin or my sister, or both. And that wasn't too kosher.
Darius is your cousin or your sister, and you had a kid with her?
2 kids with her. 2 kids. I didn't know she was my sister. She was a black girl, so I was, how could this be a black girl? I would never take a black girl for my sister. Look how white I look. So
You got dandruff too, man.
So I had the kids with her, and later on I found out that she was probably my sister. Could have been my cousin, my sister, because
black girl is your cousin? Come on, man.
Yeah, because my brother's mother was black. He came out looking like me, and my father was an albino black. So I really have a lot of black in me. But my brother has a lot more black in him, and my sister Darius, she's a straight up black.
Her?
No,
Okay.
she's a straight up black woman. Sister Darius
She's
is
got 2 black parents.
No, she's got her. I believe her father is my father, and her mother is his mother. That would make her my sister, half sister. But even if it wasn't for that, she would still be a cousin. Because I think my father and his father were brothers.
Yeah, you gotta put some castor oil in your hair too.
So
Be really good.
so my she's definitely either my sister or my cousin.
Interesting.
And she wanted to stay with me too. She was crazy about me. This girl was crazy about me. But when I found out she was related to me, blood related, I couldn't stay with her. It hurt me, but I couldn't stay with her. So I let her know. I let her family know. Okay, I can't do this.
Yeah. I understand. I'm gonna put some in your hair, okay? You don't mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Then we're gonna comb it out. Okay, Rick says now you're ready for makeup. It's gonna look greasy at first, but we're gonna comb it in and then
Alright.
comb it out. Because the skin is flaking, so the castor oil kind of hydrates it. And put a little tea tree oil in there too.
I want to start cleansing.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty much sticking to my vegan diet, but hopefully when I get more money, I'll be able to get all my food with you. Or I could do that probably now if I really want to, couldn't I?
This way. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on somebody who's gonna come to stay with me, and basically when I make all their food,
Yeah.
I'll have extra that you can eat. as well.
Okay. Who's coming to stay with you?
Somebody from Japan, from California. They're in Japan now,
Yeah.
but then instead of going back to California, they said they might come here. We'll find out next week.
Your dad doesn't mind?
He doesn't know, and he probably will mind. But does that hurt your head?
No.
Alright.
He don't like me, does he?
It's not that he doesn't like you. It's that he doesn't want to be tied to the system. He thinks that if you come in here,
Yeah.
because he's had people stay that they basically ruined the place
Oh.
by like breaking stuff and
Well, you wouldn't even let me do that.
yeah. He's just kind of like traumatized, and he's old, so you can't change his mind.
Yeah.
You know.
You said if you burnt the whole place out, he would let you put anyone you want.
If I have enough money, which is about, according to my calculations, $8,000 a month,
Yeah.
then I can rent this place, and then he can have no say about who's here and you know and all that. What do you think, Rick? How does he look? Dang, you looking slick. You look like Billy Idol.
That's cool. Billy Idol looks
Give you a
cool.
little bit of a style here.
Billy Idol looks cool.
It's a nice day to start again. Tomorrow you're gonna come here straight after church.
All right.
So if we have to do this again before the RFK people get here,
Okay.
you know,
They pick me up at church?
I won't have the car. You're gonna have to come on the bus. Or
I think I bus. That's no problem. The bus goes right. The bus goes right here. The church is right down the street from here.
Yeah.
I take one bus and it goes right here.
All right, now hold on. I wanted to see this Camaro you were telling me about. Silky smooth, Rick says. Oh, you can stand up. It says silky smooth.
You see that car?
Oh, the red one?
Yeah. He bought her a car like that in gray. Gray with sparkle color. It's like a sparkle gray. Just like that.
So Doyle's sister had a Camaro like that.
Not the black one, but the other one.
Oh, okay. Not the sister that you had kids with.
No.
Wouldn't the kids come out retarded if you had
You know, that's what they say, and they say our kids didn't come out retarded, but I saw those kids for the first time. Just saw them for the first time. And they were saying whatever their mother told them to say. As if they were 12 years old. Now these kids were almost 20, 19. You figure their minds are wrong. But they were saying whatever she told them to say.
Okay.
And which made me think, is there something, a bit of autism in these kids? They don't have their own mind. They can't speak for themselves. They're saying what their mother's telling them to say, because she was trying to manipulate me into going back with her, and they were like, she told them, say, well, oh, Dad's doing great. He's coming back with Mom. And then when she found out I wasn't going back with her, they're like, no, Dad's not doing so well. And I'm like, wait a minute, these kids are doing, how old are these kids? These kids are 19, they're gonna be 20, and they're just repeating everything their mother says? That doesn't sound too kosher to me.
Because they've been with her their whole life.
Yeah, but...
It's like my kids. When I talk to them, I feel like I'm talking to my ex, the way they talk.
Yeah, but they're not 19, gonna be 20.
The older one's going to be 17, bro. It's not that far off.
Well, I thought the way they were talking, how they were just saying what their mother wanted to say, they really have minds that are wrong. Like, people by the time they're 19 or 20 can think for themselves, usually. They don't just do what their parents tell them.
Well, what happens is when they get abandoned by one parent, they attach themselves to the other parent. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. What's happened to my kids?
Stockholm syndrome is when you go with the abuser.
Well, if she was keeping the kids from you, then this is a form of abuse.
Yeah.
I don't like it any more than you, sir, though, but we're not exactly going to win farther at the year awards.
Neither one of us. We're great fathers. We're great fathers. We're great fathers. We're fantastic fathers.
Yeah.
But this girl was definitely either my cousin or my sister. And the other one's my half brother, who looks like my identical twin. And if it were true what his mother was saying, that would make not only us identical twins, but it would mean that Darius was our twin sister.
If he's your twin brother and Darius is her brother too? I mean, he's Darius's brother too?
She's Darius's. I think she was probably Darius's twin. Because, and his mother's trying to say that I was a twin too.
Alright, you want me to call the truth?
Yeah.
Okay. Phone.
Hi, I'm at Lukey's doing the show. I'm gonna be late. I'm calling you to let you know I'm gonna be late. An hour
Before 7.
before 7.
Okay, that's not late. What's that?
Yeah.
That's not late. Okay.
Thank
All right.
you. She's hung right up.
You think I'll get back on the bus before 7?
No, I'm gonna get you an Uber.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
So we got the RFK people coming tomorrow. Let me read you this message.
My brother's name is Jefferson, her name is Porter, but she took her mother's name. And he took his father's name. Their father's name. Not his father's name, his stepfather's name, which is Jefferson. But then, when he got knighted by the Queen, he changed his name to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So he goes by the name of Conan Doyle now. He calls himself Conan Doyle. That's what he was knighted as, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And he ran for president as Sir Ronnie Doyle, political science major, and I was the real Sir Ronnie, political prisoner. He told everyone I agreed to be his political prisoner, which I didn't.
What?
Yeah. He said that my brother is in Pilgrim Psychiatric Center. He's my political prisoner. And he's not getting out until I get elected. He's the real Sir Ronnie. That's after they found out that he wasn't the real Sir Ronnie. He tried to say, okay, well, he's my political prisoner. Now he's trying to claim that he's the firstborn son, but he's not the first legit-born son. And still, a lot of that money is supposed to be in my possession. So a lot of that money.
Alright, listen to this. Hi, Luke. This is from Suzanne. Remember her and her husband came over that time?
Yeah.
We've got 6 RSVPs now.
Wow.
So it's going to be
Wow.
you, me, her, maybe her husband, and 6 other people so far.
Yes.
So I'm writing to confirm we're on for April 7th from 2 to 4 p.m. at your place. I don't know if you know who Diane Sare is, but she's running for Senate against Kirsten Gillibrand. Her husband Chris and another of her campaign workers, Bob Wesser, are coming to the meeting this Sunday. They were able to get Diane Sare on the ballot last election cycle when she ran against Chuck Schumer, even though they needed 45,000 signatures. So we are coordinating with her campaign as they know what they're doing. We should be able to have some good discussions about how to get signatures. She's running on the Libertarian line and is with LaRouche PAC. She's a Quaker and very smart, really good person, I think. Didn't I tell you that it didn't even matter if we were 100% for RFK, but we were going to meet the right people? I said that, right?
Yep.
I said, even if RFK doesn't win, no, that's not what I said. Not that we're not with RFK. I said, even if RFK doesn't win, it's going to be good that we meet the right people.
Because if he doesn't win, we're still going to do something.
We're freedom fighters. All these people are freedom fighters.
So we met the right people regardless if he wins or not.
I think he's going to win, bro.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think there's actually no way that he doesn't win. Rick, Quaker is an old word. It's a humanist. Is a humanist the same? Is that a question mark? What's up, James? Hey, good to see you again.
Who's James?
James? I don't know. James, you new, right? Have you been here before? Because I only recognize you from last night. I mean, there's Lucas James. He's from Canada. That's not you, though, I don't think. You been here before, James? And do you know Sir Doyle? He wants to know who you are. Maybe you could give us an introduction.
I'm Sir Doyle. The other half of HOSPITALGATE.
Is a humanist the same as a Quaker, Rick? I didn't hear that. I thought Quaker was a religion. Okay. M says Quaker is a Protestant denomination of Christianity. James says, yes, sir, been here before, caught a couple of lives. M says they're also referred to as Brethren of Christ. Right up your alley, Sir Doyle. Wow.
Oh, I knew Quakers are Christians.
You knew Quakers already?
I knew Quakers are Christians.
They're
They're very hardcore though. They're almost like there's only one thing more hardcore than that. That's Amish people. Quakers are right next to Amish people.
Oh, wow.
Amish people forget it. Amish people they drive around in buggies and everything. They're out of touch with reality because they drive around buggies and everything. Quakers are like a more conservative Amish. They're like they drive cars. They're more modernized than Amish.
Nice.
But Amish people don't even drive cars. They drive horses and buggies.
Yes.
You know that, right?
I heard about the Amish.
Quakers are the next thing to Amish, but they're totally different because they drive cars.
Okay.
They have electric in their house. It's not like so. It's in a sense they're like Quaker, like Amish, but in another sense they're not because Amish people are from the dark ages where Quakers will drive cars. They'll wear normal clothes.
Okay.
It's like the difference between practicing Jew and Orthodox Jew.
Oh, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Oh, practicing. Okay, I got you. Yeah, because some Jews, they don't even practice.
Well, practicing Jews are not at all like Orthodox Jews. But they're still Jews.
Right.
So Quakers are in the same line as Amish people, but they're not Amish.
Some Amish don't even use phones or electricity, James says.
None of them do. None of them do. Quakers use phones, electricity, they use cars, they wear regular clothes. But they are very religious, Quakers. They're more religious than most Christians are. They're very stick to the religion. Like you won't see a Quaker having out of with sex and all that. You won't see a Quaker. There's a lot of things you won't see a Quaker doing that you see most people doing. But at the same time, they wear regular clothes like us. They live in regular houses like us. Drive regular cars like us. Where an Amish person, forget it. And a practicing Jew is nothing like a Orthodox Jew. Orthodox is when that's really out there. Just like Amish is really out there. So the Quakers.
So let me ask you this, because this was a concern of yours. And maybe you guys in the chat, somebody would know. Because Quaker is religious. Right?
Yeah.
It's Christian. Is it anti-abortion?
I hope so. Yeah, it does. It is. They are. They're anti-abortion. Christians are anti-abortion. Quaker is more strict than Christian. So you know if Christianity says you don't commit abortion, well, you know Quakers don't say it.
So if you were concerned that RFK is pro-choice, and we got a Quaker who's pro-RFK, does that abate your fears a little bit?
Well, I look at it this way. We got to get this guy in because he's helping us. So whether he's doing something horrible or not, he's still getting us in the door. He's more getting us in the door than we're getting him in the door. He's helping our show. He's getting us with the right people. We can't afford to let him go. We can't afford to let him go.
Yeah. I agree. M says, how about this? M says graham crackers made by the Quakers.
Yeah.
They invented them because they believed whole wheat prevented horniness.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just saying, it's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
And now he says, Orthodox isn't the one that's out there. The one that's really extreme is called Hasidic.
Hasidic.
I didn't know Orthodox and Hasidic was different. I thought that was the same
So
thing.
I thought the same thing too.
Quaker is not more strict. Quaker is separate. It's very cultish, he says. They really need to read chat. This is hard to hear. Doyle's assuming, which makes us... Oh, an ass of you and me. Assume means when you makes an ass of you and me.
Oh, I apologize.
Well, excuse us, M. We're not freaking Quaker experts, bro. I do read the chat. You gotta give me a second, man. Sheesh. You know what? I'll pull my phone up. So we got the phone with the chat, and then we got the phone with the recording. Put this on mute. Londos, good to see Sir Doyle.
Good to see you too, Londos.
Every day asking, where's Sir Doyle? Where's Sir Doyle? He's thinking Mennonite, not Quaker. He's thinking Mennonite. One thing about Amish, they all help each other like a big family.
They do. But if an outsider comes along, they're very strict. You want to get rid of them. Because if a Amish person's daughter wants to marry an outsider, the Amish father will fight it like the plague. I've seen movies about it. I seen a movie where this guy was from an outsider, and he wanted to get with an Amish girl. And in the movie, the father was very mean to him, and also smacked his daughter around for going with him.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't want their daughters with regular outsiders. They don't want their daughters with outsiders or people that aren't Amish that have the same lifestyle.
You're not thinking of those people in Utah that can marry multiple women? Who's that?
No, that's a Mormon.
Mormon?
And Mormon's not good because Mormon don't care. Mormons they'll marry like have a whole harem of women and do all those treat the women like dirt, and they won't care. It'll be all right to them because in the Mormon religion you're allowed to do that. You're allowed. A woman was secondary, and you were allowed to have more than one wife.
All right.
But she wasn't allowed to have more than one husband.
M says Mennonite is the Amish type 1. Quaker is like no sex even for babies, and even with your wife, no sex allowed, no alcohol, no fun, total religiosity.
That's not true. That's all. Just more. You know.
Quaker has no sex? I'm turning her away at the door.
Quakers have sex when they're married. They don't have sex out of wedlock, but they have sex when they get married.
I'm gonna tell her, you have sex right now with your husband or you can't come in front of us. You have sex for RFK right now.
No. Quakers have sex, but they have to be married. That's the other thing. It's not like most people you see today. They're not married and they have out of wedlock.
Well, that's me. My dad went so far as to say that I'm actually living in sin because I'm still technically married to my wife.
And you still find
And I'm having sex with another woman.
You are living in sin. Who are you having sex with?
What?
Who are you having sex with?
Who am I having sex with?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you want to know?
No, because I'm curious because it's not your wife and it's not good.
Yeah, well, she's having sex with someone too. My wife's cheating on me.
I'll tell you, I'm not perfect. I've had out of wedlock sex.
Ooh,
I'm not perfect.
You might need this. Was in the.
But you're not
You could
supposed
talk
to have
to
out
us,
of wedlock sex. You're not supposed to. In the Bible frowns upon it. And the Bible,
Ooh.
according to the Bible, even if she's gonna have cheating on you, you shouldn't be cheating on her. You gotta be faithful to her regardless.
Oh man.
And then if she cheats on you, you gotta serve her papers of divorce. Because otherwise you're stuck with her. And you're not supposed to cheat on her. Even if she cheats on you.
Well. Fuck. She cheated on me. And I dumped her, and I wish I didn't. Alright, hold on.
You still love her?
I'm not gonna. No, I just miss my kids.
Oh.
I would have stayed together for the kids.
Oh, you would have? You dumped her for that? You could have stayed with and kept your kids?
Yeah, we would have became swingers.
Really? But you would have still had your kids?
I would have had my kids, and I would have had sex with a different woman every week.
She didn't care?
But I had to watch her get banged out by some other dude. That's what swingers do.
Do you think she would have complained though? Even though she was doing it?
She's into it. She's a swinger.
She is.
I think. I don't know, maybe she's not. I don't know. I'm schizo, so this could be just a hallucination. Hold on, don't say anything. Tune you up. Just held its tune the whole week.
Wow. I saw a guy that looked just like you walking down the street. I was like, "This is Master Lukey." You're like, "Who's Master Lukey?"
Today?
Today, it looks just like you. Yeah, which one? And it's not me. This guy really looks like you. We look like brothers. This guy looks like you. He talked like you too. The guy talked like you
Alright,
too.
don't play anything yet because I gotta tune me now.
The guy talked like you too. Same voice and everything. Walk the same everything.
Walk like Master Lukey, talk like Master Lukey. No, 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 no. Wait, don't play anything yet.
You're getting big again. Your arms are getting big again. You been working out? You been working out?
I mean, I generally work out.
You're not been fasting. You're
In
not been
general?
fasting. You've not been fasting.
Okay, hold on. You know Sean Strickland is down with sparring anyone. It would be cool to see you spar him. He sparred some YouTuber and killed the kid who was pretty messed up. Yeah, that I think that was a bad look. I think that was a bad look for MMA and a missed opportunity for a learning experience for the kid.
You hurt the kid?
Well, he actually couldn't knock the kid out, which is pretty pathetic. The UFC champion couldn't even knock out a YouTuber who doesn't even train. Like, and he looked bad. He wasn't even technical. He wasn't technical. He just, you know.
Get hard. Get hard.
No, I'm talking about Sean Strickland, the
No, the
UFC
other guy, the
champion.
kid had hard. The kid had hard.
Yeah. He had guts.
That's what hard is, Gus.
I'm giving that. He had guts. Alright, I just got a text message, and I'm gonna have to take my testosterone booster
Yeah. You taking testosterone booster?
so that I have a good performance tonight.
Wait, why were you a girlfriend?
Yeah.
You taking testosterone booster?
Mm.
That's gonna make your body build too. Build up your body too.
Mm-hmm.
How is that for the size? It gets your size bigger too, right? Well, me, it would make my size bigger. If I take something like that, it would make my size bigger. Where'd you get testosterone from?
It's a
Oh, you made it yourself.
it's a berry called tribulus.
Oh.
Tribulus is a spiky berry,
Yeah.
and they grind it into a powder, and I got it from Amazon.
Oh.
And it's a testosterone booster. You ask about the bodybuilding. What I noticed that it gives me a deeper desire in the gym.
Yeah.
A deeper energy. So like when you're training and you're like, it's getting tough,
Yeah.
the testosterone booster, the Tribulus, it helps me to like dig deep.
Oh. Okay.
You know, I get like this grunt that's from deeper in my chest. So like if you're doing just push-ups as an example, you're doing push-ups.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh God, it's getting tough. The booster,
Yeah.
it makes me think like, oh yeah, get it.
Oh.
You know, it's like, yeah, get that pump. Instead of thinking about the weakness, I think about like
Gives you aggressiveness. Gives you makes you aggressive.
exactly.
Makes you aggressive, right?
So yeah, and I don't know if it's the testosterone. I mean the Tribulus or the Yohimbe, But one of the things that I take, I'll take a couple other things. Ashwagandha I started taking recently. Ashwagandha is another supposed testosterone booster, but it's more of an adaptogen. Meaning it helps everything. But I noticed that it makes me look bigger even before I even started working out.
Really?
Yeah, it just like puts more blood in the muscles.
It does it sometimes. Testosterone.
Like you could put on 5 pounds of muscle just by taking steroids without even working out.
I know that. But when you work out at the same time, you really put it on.
Oh yeah.
But you're not taking steroids, you're taking testosterone.
Yeah, it's a booster, so it just makes your balls make more testosterone, I guess.
Oh.
And it's not like a huge difference; it's just a small difference. But it's noticeable to me. It does make me a little more emotional, though.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I cry more when I think about my sons.
Cry when you think about your sons anyway.
Yeah, but I cry more. That's what I'm saying. Now, there's a song that I wanted to play. Let me see if I could find it. It's a religious song, and I think with the theme of today, it might be good to play.
Alright.
Let's see if I can find it. Everlasting Arms.
Well, this time we have to be true to the lyrics.
What's that?
This time we have to be true to the lyrics.
We'll do the best we can. We're not going to get it. We're not going to nail it because we haven't been practicing it.
We gotta try.
Everlasting Arms song. Religious. Okay. Let me get my speaker. Original first.
Plays way too fast.
We just gotta get the chords. Why do you hear that jingle?
You mean a rattle?
Rattle.
Or that
You hear that?
rattling over there.
Something's loose then, right?
It's an old guitar. Once it's not get old, they rattle.
you play any of those?
None, no. They begin.
Safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning on the everlasting arms.
We had Robbie here to play lead. I could do it. And I could strum it. We need someone to play lead. We had someone to play lead. I give you a strumming. So a lot of songs I could do if I had the lead guitars helping me.
Safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning on the everlasting arms.
A lot of songs I could do if I had the lead guitars back in here. What chords, baby? You know what chords you are?
I know.
You don't know?
What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord, so leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on the everlasting arms.
Fret buzz. Yeah. I think it's because the bone. Is that what this is called?
It's called the bridge.
The bridge. I think it's because the bridge needs to be filed down. This is a custom job that I wouldn't even say that I'm less than skilled. Not skilled at all, but I made something work. But I think because I have to file this down, maybe it's jiggling in here.
Who you know guitar? You just know guitar. Old guitar sometimes like that. Rattle like that. So I guess certain used to do it. Rattles after a while. This guitar rattles. Old guitar. This guitar here rattles. It's an old guitar.
Let me hear. Can you play this? Okay. Okay, go back to the first one. gonna put on some beats.
Yeah, your dad was in here. Your dad doesn't let you have any visitors or anything?
He's never here though.
Yeah.
Like I'm having the RFK people over there. I didn't tell him.
Yeah. You did, so you would have a problem, right? Oh, he would have a problem. Well, he would have a problem because they're not. If they were like Donald Trump people, he'd be like, yeah, you got them all. But since they're all RFK people,
Yeah.
you don't think for that.
RFK's a Democrat.
RFK was a Democrat at one time. That he doesn't like RFK?
What a brotherhood! What a fellowship! Leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Hold on, let me get this voice down for a second.
You definitely don't have his voice on.
Now I gotta let's see. Is it on my likes or is it on my? Let's see. I can't see the chat, guys. Stand by. If anybody's saying anything.
I had something on my email that said, welcome to HOSPITALGATE, Mr. Doyle. Sir Richard Doyle. Welcome to HOSPITALGATE. I guess they'll let me know if it's not my channel anymore. See, welcome to HOSPITALGATE.
Oh, did you go under a different account? Do you have a new account on your phone, maybe?
I don't know, it says welcome to HOSPITALGATE.
Oh, here we go.
Scream is still one of the biggest questions I get whenever I post anything structured. So now we've done that, warm up into screaming. A lot of it is coming from your stomach and your diaphragm, your chest, believe it or not, your back. It's screaming and singing in general are a full body thing. And I'm comfortable sitting or standing. If you're more comfortable standing, you do that too. Just make sure you're not pushing your neck forward, keep it all straight. Take a big breath. And then basically I just hold out different consonant sounds like B's, SH, the sh sound, all that kind of stuff. So take a big breath.
Do it with me.
You're compressing a bit and making sure that you hold that sound out for as long as possible. And this is kind of the technique I use when screaming. That's why I like to warm up with it, because it's my technique before adding distortion. So before we jump into like screaming, I want to show you some things that my vocal instructor taught me. I went with like a jazz singer, and she taught me about how vocalists used to project their voice back in the days before microphones and speakers were a thing. And they were in a theater and they had to project so that the people at the front and the back could hear them. And a lot of that is in that technique where you're using your back, you're using your chest and your stomach. Pretend your throat is at the back of your head. Replace the idea of a throat with that. Basically, I'll put a picture up on screen what your uvula is if you're not too familiar. I had to look at a lot of gross images to get this one, so you're welcome that you don't have to look at it. So all the way at the back of your mouth, at the top of your uvula, that will give you like that full body sound, and then going forward at the top, like below your nose, that will give you that nasally sound. A full body E would be like E, and then a nasally E would be like E. And basically all I'm doing is controlling where that sound's coming from at the top of my mouth. Again with an E sound, E. it's basically just moving your attention from the back of your uvula to the front of it. And that's my approach when I'm doing like pitch screams and when I'm doing my lower ones and my higher ones. So now that we got all that out of the way and we know what a uvula is and we know all that important let's get into the actual screaming. You don't have to be a singer at all. This is just the approach that I find helps in demonstrating what I'm doing vocally. And again, you want to be in a spot where you can project and nobody's around so that you don't feel self-conscious at all. And you project your low note, ramp the low note up to a higher note that you're comfortable with. Once you get to a high note, start adding distortion, and your distortion is coming from your chest.
The lizard.
From here. I'm not doing anything in here. I know it might sound like it's coming from there.
Don't do anything.
If anything, it's coming from the back of my neck. It's never coming from the front here. So again, low note, ramp it up to high note. High note, start adding chest distortion. And of course, make sure you're taking a big breath.
Yeah.
And that's the whole I guess. When I'm doing my eyes, it's the same approach. I don't obviously ramp up before I do every vocal take. It's just to show you my technique and to show you the easiest way to get to that point. And again, this is a style of vocal where you
Leaning on the everlasting arms.
Relax when you sing. You gotta relax.
Leaning on the everlasting arms. What a brotherhood! What a fellowship! Leaning on the everlasting arms.
You tell me the bass playing's great. Play the bass great.
Leaning on the
Voice.
everlasting arms. What a fellowship! What a brotherhood! Leaning on the everlasting arms.
One more time.
What a fellowship! What a brotherhood! Leaning on the everlasting arms.
I can do it. I just haven't warmed up.
I just didn't warm up, so my voice cracks. Yep. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see. Lundo says call the police. Tell him there's a maniac on the loose. Okay. So I'm gonna call an Uber for you.
Camera follows you.
You have a seat. The camera follows me?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Now it's getting the wonders on.
What happened?
The wonders are showing on now. Now it's showing you.
Alright, so let's see. You know what we'll do? Let's try this, because I got these new microphones, and we could each have one.
Really? They're small.
It's called a lapel mic.
Oh. Expensive, right?
No, I got it for $10. To be
That's
honest.
it? You'd be a lot of money for these. I know it's like it's a new thing.
I got it for $10 on TikTok.
That's why. You're on TikTok.
Somebody comment in the chat if you could hear us. Go ahead, Sir. Say something.
Can you hear us out there?
Well, you shouldn't have to yell. You can actually just like talk normally.
Can you hear us out there?
All right. So
You put one in the bottom of the phone, too.
that's the receiver.
Oh, okay.
Can anybody in the chat hear us? Can anybody in the chat hear us? Somebody say something in the chat if you could hear us. What I'm going to do is...
I think that song scared people away.
Here we go. Dino coins. All right.
Hey, listen, I thought it was the radio. It was about to change the station.
Wait, you know what? Let me see something. I could just turn my phone on.
That song scared people away.
There you go. Dino coins. All right. Nice.
Hey, listen, I
All right, good. So, the
thought it was the
microphone's
radio.
work.
I thought it was the radio. I was about to change the station.
Oh. Can't get away from me that easy, Sir Doyle. All right. So, I'm going to call an Uber for you in 45 minutes.
All right, all right.
But until then, I'm going to try to make this recipe here.
Are you making food?
Yeah, I got this you remember Cherry?
The one that made the coleslaw.
Yes. So she asked me to make her chocolate.
Oh.
And
She's still there?
is she still where?
Where she was?
At A Holly? Yeah. Where's she gonna go?
I thought you said she moved out or something. She got a better place. I thought that she said. I wasn't sure.
I want to get her in here.
What about me? Get me in here.
Yeah, I want to make it a health center.
Yeah.
People can come stay. Where's my chair? Oh, here's my chair. I'll tell you what, because I'm going to be working over there.
All right.
So you take your chair and bring it over here,
Okay. All right.
like you're sitting at the table eating this.
All right.
This way, I'll be in frame and you'll be in frame. All right. Good. So I'm also going to serve some to the RFK people.
Okay.
So I'm going to make 2 batches, guys. I'm going to make 1 batch with coconut sugar, and I'm going to make 1 batch with maple sugar. And here's the recipe in case anybody wants to copy it. All right.
Yep.
So we got really amazing ingredients, and I'm proud of this recipe. We got lion's mane, which is a medical mushroom.
It's like weed?
It's not psychedelic.
Oh.
It's like what you would give to somebody who has Parkinson's.
I could use that because my disease is like a Parkinson's. So
it's going to be great.
Oh, this is good for me because some
It's great for me. It's great for me. It's great for Parkinson's, for depression, anxiety,
Tourette syndrome.
Tourette's.
Tourette's is very similar to Parkinson's.
My dad also, because he has Parkinson's. Well, not Parkinson's, but he has, he talks to himself. Anything with the brain.
He talks to himself?
Lion's mane. Yeah, he talks to himself.
Why does he talk to himself?
Why does he talk to himself? Well, I think...
Is he mentally ill? I'm like fun of anything. I'm just curious.
What I think it is that he grew up in a time where he was... can you move in a little bit?
Yeah.
He was beaten.
Yeah.
He was beaten by nuns.
Oh, okay.
He was beaten by the military.
Yeah.
And
so I became a cop for the military, right?
Yep. And he was basically beaten into a state where he couldn't speak up for himself.
Oh. Well, I guess he speaks up for himself pretty well now.
Well, he I'm putting chocolate in the on the stove top that you guys can't see here. That's 2 cups of chocolate. He because of his background in the police, he'll talk to you, but he's not really talking to you. He's talking at you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's like he doesn't listen. Like when you talk with somebody,
yeah,
it's a give and take.
Yeah.
Like you talk, I listen, and then I go. You know what I'm saying? And
he just talks at people.
He's not listening.
Oh.
He's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He wants you to listen to him.
Yeah. So, I think because he was never really taught how to have a conversation with somebody. He was either told, and this could be, I could be totally way off on this.
Yeah.
Just my theory. You know, because he was never taught how to learned how to have a conversation.
He was talking at people, listening to people.
He was either being talked to or talking at somebody. Yeah.
Oh. I think he more talks at people.
Well, yeah, because he went to the military and he became a police officer. But before that, when he was growing up, you know, he was
listening.
He was disciplined. He was, you know, he was beaten. So now he has
I'm here now.
Yeah. He has these conversations with people that he can't talk to. Family members that are estranged because of political and religious views. You know, they had fights with each other.
Yeah.
Like me and you, we've had disagreements,
Well,
but
met in the middle.
we keep the lines open,
Yeah.
because we can talk to each other. But if you can't talk to somebody, and then you have a disagreement, and then it's like the relationship is over after that, so you can't talk anymore.
Sometimes you could be a little like your dad in that way. Not a lot. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Yeah, I get triggered.
A little bit, not a lot.
And then he also has conversations with people on the opposite end of the political spectrum.
Yeah.
Like he listens to talk radio. So I notice that when I'm talking to him,
Yeah.
he's reciting things that he's heard in talk radio. It's like,
Isn't talk radio a Christian station?
he listens to a Jewish guy named
Oh.
what the hell's his name? I can't remember. He's conservative.
Is he a pastor?
He's Jewish.
There's a Messianic pastor named Joel Osteen. He's a pastor.
But
He's
he's not
Jewish, but he's
Jewish.
Messianic Jew. He's a Messianic Jew.
Joel Osteen is Jewish?
He was born Jewish. That's the name Osteen. The name Osteen.
Osteen is a Jew name? I didn't know that.
And he's a Messianic Jew, though. He's a Messianic Jew. He's a Jew for Jesus.
Interesting. All right, so, man, I don't know if I have enough lines, man. I got to make 2 of these, and it's 1.5 cups in each. So I need 3 cups total. This is a full batch, though, so hopefully, yeah, I think I got enough. So we got half cup lion's mane. I forgot how we got onto that topic. Another half cup. Okay, and a third half of a cup of lion's mane. All right, which one do you think I should go with first, the coconut sugar or the maple sugar?
Maple sugar.
Maple sugar. St. Lucie. Okay.
There was a St. Luke.
Yes, patron saint of doctors.
What's that?
He was the patron saint of doctors,
Yep.
which is, I think, is why they called me that.
But in Christianity, we call all saved people saints. Christianity, we're all saints. We're not just one. Just one person that did something, they make him a saint. Everybody got born again, they're saints.
Nice.
Same thing with Latter-day Saints. They all call them saints. But we call ourselves saints too. We're not prophets or anything. We're all saints.
All right. I'm going into the dehydrator here, and I'm getting out some dehydrated pumpkin seeds. They've been soaked.
The Catholic religion, there's only certain people could become saints. And born again, Pentecostal, we're all saints.
These pumpkin seeds have been soaked.
But if you look in the Bible, we're all saints.
Dehydrated.
The Catechism has a lot of things wrong. They did a lot of things wrong. They admit that the old man through the Father to the Son, but then again they go through Mother Mary. If you believe that the old man through the Father to the Son, and you really believe that, you won't go saying you go through Mother Mary. That's contradicting yourself. So Catholics contradict themselves a lot.
Well, you know what they say. Power corrupts.
Yep.
And absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Well, you study the Bible the way it's supposed to be. You got it right.
And the
Well,
Catholic Church is one of the most powerful institutions in the world, if not the most.
In the Catholic Church, you
Definitely was at one point.
they add to the Bible. You're not supposed to add to the Bible. You're not supposed to take away. You take away the blessings. You add to the book, you add the plagues. So Catholics are adding plagues to themselves by adding to the Bible.
All right. 2/1/24. So this is 2 months ago. All right. Now we got
People are Jewish, not Messianic Jews, that that don't accept Christ. They're taken away from the Bible, so they're taking away the blessings. And the Catholics add.
Would you say maple sugar or coconut sugar? I forgot.
Maple.
Maple. Okay.
The Catholics add, so they add plagues to themselves. If your father saw this podcast, he'd be pissed. Wouldn't he?
Definitely.
Remember when you used to have your dad on the show?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? He doesn't go on the show no more.
You gotta get him back.
You gotta get back on the show. He wouldn't like the fact that I'm not a Trump supporter anymore. That's the only thing we agreed on. I'm not a Trump supporter anymore.
Yeah. That's funny.
I'm not a Trump supporter anymore. But we do believe in the same Christian values. That's about it. We used to have the same political views, but he's still a Trumper, and I ain't no Trumper no more. No, turn me against Trump? I'm going to be more rusty sex than 15-year-old girls. I knew one of them. When I found that he more less than 15-year-old girls, I actually knew one of them that totally turned me against him. That smells strong. That smells strong.
Mm-mm.
Thick. It smells good, but it smells like it's really too strong.
Too strong.
Yeah, it smells good, but it's just very thick smell. It's like a really, really sweet, like something I'm not used to.
I like my chocolate like I like my women's. Thick and strong.
You like them chocolate too, right?
White chocolate.
Not chocolate?
Chocolate's chocolate.
Once you go black, you never go back.
All right, we gotta get the molds out. All right.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
So this new girl you're with, what do you think of her? You love her?
Of course.
You do love her.
Why would I be with somebody if I didn't love them?
Well, you don't love your wife anymore.
I'm not with her.
Oh, but you know what though? Sometimes you're with somebody and you're not, you like them, but you don't love them yet, and you don't know if you love them. So
Oh, okay.
sometimes you got to get to know someone before you love them.
Mm.
So you have to be with them for a while before you know you love them. That's why I asked you that. Okay. But I guess you've been with her long enough to love her, huh?
If you can't be with the one you love, Sir Doyle, love the one you're with. You ever heard that song?
Yeah.
Let me bring the camera in over here.
Well, this is how you make the candies.
That's what I'm making. Why you gotta touch everything, man? This is food. You gotta wash your hands before you touch food.
That's how you make the candies.
Yeah, they're called dino coins.
I've seen you make them before. I've seen them made before. I didn't know you made them. I think you have this stuff here. I didn't know that's how you made the candies. Dawned on me, that's how you make the candies.
You know, you got a lot of nerve, Sir Doyle.
How have a lot of nerve?
Lecturing me about relationships, and you had kids with your own sister. Huh?
I didn't know she was my sister. I had no idea she was my sister. Ignorance is bliss. If you don't know something, you can't be blamed for it. I broke up with her as soon as I found out. As soon as I found out, I ended it. She wanted to get back with me, and I ended it. No, we can't. When I found out she was my sister, I said, she wanted to get back with me, and I was going, we can't. Brother and sister, we can't.
I mean, the damage is done. You should have just kept it in the family.
No, because I found out she's my sister. I couldn't do it no more.
Oh, she wanted more?
She wanted to be back with me. She wanted to get back with me.
She wanted to be your lover?
Yeah.
You couldn't just stay together for the kids. That's what I'm saying.
No, because she's my sister.
Just be co-parents.
I could have stayed. I could have helped her with the kids, but I couldn't go back with her.
You couldn't be her lover.
Right.
And that's what she wanted?
Yeah, she wanted to get back with me. She wanted to get back with me. And our uncle.
You must have done something right.
Our uncle is a black guy. He initially wanted me back with her too, but then I convinced him, Bobby, I can't go back with my sister. And
What was his name, Bobby?
Abby.
Abby.
I said, I can't go with my sister. I can't do that. So he finally let go of that and stopped trying to get us together.
Abby gave up?
Yeah, he kept on trying to get us back together.
Abby with a B or a V?
Abby.
Abby. Like Abe.
Abib.
Oh, Abib.
It's an African name. It's an African
Abib
name.
is an African name? Like Morocco African, not Nigerian African.
And he was some kind of country. I forgot the name of the country. Some foreign country he was from. But he kept on trying to get us back together. And Abib, we can't get back together. We're sister and brother.
He said keep it in the family?
He wanted to, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
She must not have been that hot then.
No, she was hot. She was very hot. I just
hot
couldn't.
Enough to have kids with, but not hot enough to marry.
She was hot enough to marry if she wasn't my sister. Do you know how weird that is, being with your sister? How weird I felt when I found out?
Mm.
I was crazy about it until I found out.
Mm.
I was crazy about her. Okay, I was just going to knock my socks off when I met her. But when I found out she was related to me, I was like, oh, I can't stay with her. Oh, you would have stayed with her?
What I would have did, maybe co-parent.
You would have still slept with her?
I don't think you see the thing about being related to a woman and having kids with her is that the kids can come out deformed or something.
Yeah. And it's still weird. It's a weird situation. It was a very weird situation. And
See, I think everybody is related though.
yeah, but no, it's a weird situation. Having kids with your sister is a weird thing. It's a weird thing.
I think everybody comes from the same Mother Earth.
Yeah, but no.
That's a Native American teaching.
Yeah, but this was my sister. This was somebody who my father, no, couldn't do it.
Do you want to taste this?
Yeah.
All right, it's going to be creamy though.
You would have stayed with her. You're telling me you would have stayed with her.
I mean, maybe I'm just scarred because I miss my kids so much, and
She was going to let me see my kids and everything. She was going to let me in the house. She was going to take me in the house because there was a house. There was a house that she took that belonged to me. She was her uncle. My uncle Beeb was going to set it up so that I would live in the house with her.
yeah,
And I would see my kids and I'd have the house and everything.
yeah.
I couldn't do it though. She's my sister. Habib was crocked. Wanted that to happen.
Okay, don't try it yet.
Habib was a great guy, but he was cracked when it came to that. Something wrong. Screw loose. My uncle Habib had a screw loose. I wouldn't say that to his face. Oh.
You know what they say? If you can't be with the one you love, get married to your sister.
Not me.
When the eagle flies,
We had a marriage too. We had a marriage on paper, me and her.
and if you can't be with the one you love, Sir Doyle, get married to your sister.
Oh yeah. I had to Norma. I had to have a Norma because she knew it was wrong. But she made sure we were able to get a Norman. But we actually had a marriage on paper. Whoever in the family knew what was going on, they had a screw loose. Now one of them was Habib. Habib knew too. Habib knew. But Habib was angry about it, just like everybody else is angry about it when I had the twist with her. But then later on, he wanted me to be with her. This is crazy nonsense. It's the mother knew. The mother knew, not my mother, but yeah, my mother knew too. But my mother didn't know it was her until she went to the hospital to visit me, and she saw the girl. She knew it was her, but she didn't know that I was having sex with her, and I didn't know. I didn't know nothing. Her mother knew, but said nothing about it. And Habib, I didn't like it at first, but after that, he kept on trying to get us back together. Uncle Habib.
Uncle Habib. Uncle Habib sounds like he wanted you guys to stay together for the kids.
Probably, but it was still weird. He kept on trying to get me back in the house too, and she was willing to take me in the house. She wanted me in the house. She wanted me all of a sudden wanted me around the kids, everything.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it. So I didn't get to know where the house was or anything. Now, Asha, the ones has my youngest child. She's got a house that belongs to me too. Need a house to know where it's at. Need a house to know where it's at. But I almost got to find out where my first townhouse was when they wanted me back with my sister. But never found out because it never came to play. Bean was a tough guy too. Didn't take no shit from nobody. He liked me though. He liked me. He would never lay a hand on me or hurt me in any way. But he was a badass when it came to everyone else.
Yeah.
Nobody, he never hurt his family. Never hurt his family. But he was a badass when it came to everybody else. Which is good. It's good, right? Good to protect your family.
Yeah.
The whole time I was in South Nassau, I was with Aja. He's trying to get me back with Darius. And I finally convinced him, look, I can't go with her. She's my sister.
Wait, so Darius is your sister?
Darius is my sister. Aja is the one with the kid I got now. The youngest kid. Darius is my sister. Well, all cousin and one of the two. But
First cousin?
yeah.
I tell you, man. I got some good-looking cousins.
You go with them? You go with them?
Would I go with them? No, I'm just saying they're good-looking.
Yeah, my mama, she's good looking. I think she's my sister though. I'm pretty sure she's my sister. And she's gorgeous. She was when I met her, she was gorgeous anyway.
But she's black.
So
she's got to be your half-sister.
that's what I mean. She's half.
Okay.
But then again, our father is no albino black.
Yeah.
So that would make her 3/4 black, and it would make me half black.
Okay.
My father was from a line of people that were called albino. You know what albino black is? Albino. We have the black genes and everything. We don't have the skin pigments.
Right.
We have the black genes.
I thought you were native also.
I'm native too, yeah.
And where's that from? Your mom?
My father.
Oh.
So Arthur Conan Doyle, he's part black. He was part black. He was part Native American. He was part Irish and part Scottish.
Okay. And that's you.
That's me.
And
well, my mother was Hungarian.
Your mom's Hungarian.
Yeah. And little Czechoslovakian.
And Czechoslovakian too. Holy.
You're mostly Hungarian, though. Mostly Hungarian. Very little bit Czechoslovakian.
You guys getting this? Sir Doyle, you're a mixed bag.
Oh, yeah. I'm a mutt.
Sorry, I farted.
My mom, her family told me, didn't tell me why, but they told me I'm a mutt. That's why.
All right, round 2. We got the palm sugar version. And now we're going to make the coconut sugar version. Look at this, guys. You know what we need for Sir Doyle? We need one of those high chairs. We need an adult high chair for Sir Doyle. And a bib. Me and touching stuff, you are the worst. Okay, really? Because I'm actually trained and certified to operate a kitchen, a commercial kitchen, Londos. I'm certified to operate a commercial kitchen, which means you have to have your hair, tucked away. You have to be wearing a hat or a cap. You have to have gloves or wash your hands. All right. You can't be touching your bare hands on people's utensils and their food. You know what I'm saying? That's not out of the ordinary for a commercial kitchen. That's actually the law. You wouldn't know, Londos. You wouldn't know that because you're not certified like I am. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Londos and Mookie are like two old ladies.
He says I'm certifiable. Yeah, good one. That's rude to say around Sir Doyle, seeing as how he just got out of the slammer. Londos, why don't you come in there and say that to his face? Your buddy that you're always asking about, and you make a joke like that?
The two old ladies. That's what two old ladies. Two old ladies.
Well, Londos is actually old, so you're half right. I'm middle-aged. He's old.
I'm old too. 60.
You're 60?
In May.
In May, you're going to be 60? Wow, we got to have a Hospital Gate party, guys. You hear that? The big 6-0. Oh, my God. This guy's...
I was in my 40s like you when I met you.
This guy's...
you in your late 20s and I was in my 40s when I met you. Yeah?
Move your chair in closer because you're spilling all over the
You were in your late 20s. Late 20s. I was in my 40s. I was 48 when I met you. You were 28. I was 48.
12 years ago?
Yep.
Better be sorry, Londos. Don't ever let it happen again. 1.5 cup lion's mane. Here we go. The big 6-0. We've got to have a Hospital Gate birthday party. One half. Two half. Three halves. All right, we got 3.5 cup lion's mane, 1 cup of coconut sugar. Sugar.
Oz is better looking than Darius, though. Oz is gorgeous. You should see Oz. She's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
She's gorgeous. Everybody wanted her. But then again, when Darius was younger, everybody wanted her. Darius was a looker when I was with her. When I met her. She was a looker back then.
Okay.
But Oz is, I don't think she could compete with Oz, though. Oz is like knockout. And the one before the both of them, the Italian girl, she was a looker too, but she's no lady now. She was a looker though when I was with her. Laura Basile, she was a looker. Over the years, she got old, but she was Laura Basile. She was with me.
Yeah.
When our daughter was born,
Mm.
she was a hot-looking woman. You know, in the 20s.
Mm.
Well, she said she was 24. I think she lied about her age.
Oh boy.
She said she was younger than she really was.
Oh, you think she was younger? I was about to say so. Don't get yourself.
I
in
thought
trouble
I
with
think she was older than she said she was. She lied about her age and said she
Yeah.
was younger,
Yeah,
but I think she was older.
she was actually older.
Yeah,
Women do that.
I think she said she was older because she didn't thought she'd turn me away if I found out how old she really was.
She said she was younger. You said.
Yeah,
So she was actually older than what you said. Yeah, I could see that.
yeah, because a young kid wants another young girl, and
And how old were you?
I was 28.
Okay.
26 or so, 20, in my late 20s.
Okay.
And she told me she was 24. But there was a friend of mine that I knew all my life, well, not all my life, I knew him for a long time, longer than I knew Neil, named John Masson. And he calls him One-Eyed Jack because he had one eye, one of his eyes was glass. And it turned out that Laura was his adopted mother. She adopted him, and he was my age. I'm like, when I found out, when the mob came after me because the Contis and the Basiles came after me. They wanted me back in the family, and they didn't want to take no for an answer. They wanted to kill me. He came in there. One-Eyed Jack came in there, and he goes, "He's not with my mother." Look at this guy. Wait. This guy is my age, and he's saying his mother. How old was this woman? And I remember One Eye was taking it really bad because when he found out that I had kids with this woman, which was his stepbrother and sister. He wanted me to be his stepdaddy, and I was his age, and I went to school.
Oh boy.
So I'm like, sorry, Sonny boy, I'm not getting back with your mother. And I know that the Basiles, the Don of the Lucchese Khan family, which Anthony Basile, he was actually the Don of the Lucchese Khan family, and his father before him was the Don too. He was the grandfather. And my kid's grandfather was Anthony, which is my Laura's father, and he was a Don of the Lucchese Khan family. You don't mess with the Lucchese Khan family. You certainly don't mess with the Don.
Yeah.
But he was coming in there. He was coming there. Him and Conti. He wasn't as bad as Conti. He was like a little less aggressive than Conti. Conti wanted blood. Yeah, fucking that thing. Conti was out for blood. Basile was more like a negotiator. Her father was the Don, was more of a negotiator. He was kind of like, maybe I could get this kid to see that we're in business, but in a nice way, and get him back with her. Conti, however, was not a negotiator. He wanted to look for blood. And what a fucking... And Conti was shooting people. And there was actually a dead body in the hospital that I think Conti shot over the stuff. Well, yeah, she was shot at the gunshot. I actually saw a dead body in the hallway. I'm freaking out. So, because I know that dead body was supposed to be me.
Wow.
It was supposed to be me because I walked out on this. Well, this woman actually walked out on me, but they turned around and she wanted me back, and I didn't want her back. That meant I walked out on her.
Yeah.
But initially, she walked out on me.
Yeah.
And took my kids from me and everything. Then she wanted me back, even to the point where she had a fake marriage certificate. She had psychiatrists sign it, or people, healthcare workers sign it, everything, and said that she was married to me, and her name was Laura Basile Doyle. Her last name was Doyle. It was a fake marriage certificate, and they contested it. They contested what I said and everything. Said I said she's not my wife, and they contested that in court, and they lost. And they were coming after me hardcore, Basile and Conti. But Basile was a dawn of the Gracie family, which is like as high as you can go. It's like Gotti was the dawn of the Gambinos. He was to the Daisies what Gotti was to the Gambinos. That's as high as you could go. But he was more of a negotiator. And everybody said that Anthony was a negotiator. But so he was trying to say like, you know, I don't like you, kid. And you know you belong in the family. And you know what we're going to have to do if you don't get the program. But Conti was like out for blood. Where is he? Where is the motherfucker?
Wow.
Yeah. Conti was like, shoot first, ask questions later. I think he's the one that shot the person in the hallway. And Basile was more like a negotiator. He'd give you a warning, and he would talk to you, and if you weren't listening, then he would go after you. But it turned out that, I forgot what it was. We had a show going on in South Nassau. I told you about the show, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the show were criminals and everything. They got on the witness protection program and had talent. And they ended up getting on the show. So I made peace with Basile by telling him that him and his friend Conti, who was another relative, could come on the show, join the witness protection. And look, you guys are looking over your shoulders now. When you're in the mafia, all you do is look over your shoulders. You have to fight for your life all the time. That's why I got out. I go, why don't we negotiate with you, Mr. Basile? I said, I will take care of my responsibilities. The daughter's old, the oldest daughter, I'm still going to take care of her because I love her. She's my daughter. And I'll take care of the other kid. But I don't want to go back with Laura Basile. But I can put this on the table. We got a show here. And it's really going to be a booming show because it was going to be a popular show. We're going to get on Comedy Central, Fox 5, everything. I go, I told him how much we made the first month. And he's like, you made that much? I said, yeah, 600 mil we made the first month. So we go, I go, you won't have to look over your shoulder. You join the witness protection program and you be on our show. You can be Basile and Conti. The gangsters. You guys could be hilarious. You You could be the gangsters on the show. You could do your routine like you're coming after me. Only this time you're not really coming after me. This time it's staged. But you do the same thing, but it's not real this time.
Mm.
And we do it for laughs. What do you say, Mr. Basile?
I'm in.
He said I'm in. That's all I got, Well, Basile off my back. Oh, you didn't know good for either one of us because on that part because the show didn't make it. But I think Basile was an honorable man. He knew he made a deal, so he wasn't going to go after me anymore, even though the show didn't make it. And I told them that when I came back from the hospital that I was going to be there every day to be on the show, and I wasn't. But you know what? I'm afraid the way I look to go back on the show. I can't go back on the show the way I look. And I can't go back to Ozzy the way I look. I was looking like a robust, good-looking man. Now I'm looking like this again. They had a guy that looked like you and acted like you and everything, but he was younger, saying he was you on the show. And he had me fooled. But then I thought later on, I said, wait a minute. Mr. Lookie's older now. Mr. Lookie's got gray hair. Mr. Lookie's got curly ears. This guy's a young, good-looking kid. Mr. Lookie's an old man with gray hair. I'm just messing with you. No, but I knew it wasn't him. You because later on, because thought about it, because the guy was much younger than you. He looked like you did when you were fighting Joe Stevenson.
Yeah.
And you still look good, but you don't look that. You look a lot older than that now. You know, this the guy that they got to be you looked like you when you were fighting Joe Stevenson. Remember when you were fighting Joe Stevenson?
Do I remember?
Yeah, of course you remember. That's what this guy looked like. Looked like a young Master Lookie. I think they cloned you. I really think they cloned you.
If you can remember, Sir Doyle.
Yeah.
If you can remember.
Yeah.
Tell me which. Move in so you don't spill it again. Tell me which one. If you can remember what the other one tasted like.
It's the same.
No difference.
No.
No difference between the maple sugar and the coconut sugar.
And the other Master Lookie, the imposter, was screwing Ozzy's sister. And Ozzy's sister was a married woman, married to this other guy with a kid. And I think the guy was a real creep because he's going around and he's screwing all these girls, and some of them were married.
Mm.
Well, that's not Master Lookie. I thought about it later on. I said it's not Master Lookie. Master Lookie doesn't do things like that. I mean, he'll screw around, but he won't screw around with somebody else's wife.
That's true. Not now, I wouldn't.
You did before?
Did I before?
Did you do it knowingly? You didn't do it knowingly, though, right? You didn't know, right? Doesn't count if you don't know.
Well, she told me that her husband cheated on her and she wanted to get revenge.
Well, that's not good. You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't have done that. I screwed somebody's wife, but I didn't know that she was married when I screwed her.
Let me see if this closes. Nope.
And I was in a blackout when I screwed her. And she did me in the blackout, so I didn't know what's going on. And she did me right in front of her husband. And he saw me doing her in front of him. He thought I knew what was going on, because when I was in blackouts, it was just like I was awake. no, I was doing all these things as I was awake, but I wasn't conscious of it. So he figured, this guy knows what he's doing. He screwed me right in front of her. Screwed her right in front of her, in front of me.
Yeah.
But he didn't know that I went into blackouts. And I didn't know that. And when I woke up the next morning, I heard moaning and groaning. And I dawned on me, they taped it. They taped all the sex. The people working in the connection taped the sex. And well, actually, it was the place was under investigation, so everything that happened was on camera. And it was being taped because everything was being taped because it was a place under investigation. Well, I woke up and they had me on film screwing this girl. And I heard the whole thing when I woke up. I didn't have to see it. I heard it. I heard myself moaning. I heard her moaning.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you sound like?
Like,
I'm trying to get you to make the sound.
and then I found out that the woman got pregnant with my child. And
From that act?
It wasn't an act. That wasn't
No, the act of, sex.
Yeah. That's how potent I am.
So you actually have on tape the conception of your child.
That was murdered.
Oh, it got aborted. Dang.
She murdered it because she wanted to have the child with me. She wanted to have the child with me for her husband, actually, initially. She wanted to get sex with me because I was hot. So she wanted me bad. But she also wanted a baby for her husband who couldn't have a kid.
Oh.
He didn't know what was going on. And when she got pregnant, I was fighting them over the kid. Because it was my kid and I wanted to see it. So what happened is she aborted the child. She actually murdered the child. She just aborted. She squished it in the room because she was angry because I wouldn't let her have the kid with her husband. I wanted to see the kid.
Oh.
So she murdered the kid.
You wanted some parental rights.
Yeah. And she wasn't giving it up. So finally, it got to the point where she okay, well, if I can't have this with my husband, he can't either, nobody can. I'm going to murder it.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sir Doyle.
But there was
We should have had Samson there.
what was that?
Not Samson, Solomon. He would have said, cut the baby in half. And then
But she would have cut it in half. See, she can murder it. She murdered it. She'll cut it in half.
And then you would have said, no, she can have it. I don't want the baby to get cut in half. And then King Solomon would have said, then you deserve the baby.
Really?
That's how the story goes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't want to be bad top of that kid. If I knew she was going to do that, I would have let it go. If I knew she was going to do something like that, I would have let it go. Because I wanted what was best for that kid. I want that kid to live and I want to be with the kid. But if I knew she was going to kill the kid over it, I would have backed off.
Let's see how long the Uber is going to take to get here. Where to? What's the address? Can I see the card?
201 Garden Place.
What is it?
201 Garden Place.
201?
West Hempstead. And her name was Sarah Ann Parker, and she was a psychiatrist, a student psychiatrist, and this woman gave me hell because about this after she aborted the kid, horrible things, and she was in the news. She was in the news. Remember the woman that was working there, second medical center, the young doctor that murdered her child, and she did it in a way where it was aborted, but it needed a way. You remember that?
I remember you said that.
You didn't see it on the news?
I remember you told me about it.
Yeah. Anyway, She was on the news. She was on the news years later because she committed suicide. She was trying to get away from the authorities because they knew I pressed charges on her for murdering the kid. So they after that she went on a she took off and they couldn't find her. She disappeared and turned out she committed suicide. She didn't want to go to prison for murdering the kid, so she'd rather commit suicide. And there was her whole family worked in Pilgrim and NASA Chemicals too, and they were all doctors and people, healthcare professionals, and there was a song. That song, how'd that go again? By Sinead O'Connor. You know the song by Sinead O'Connor? The Prince song by Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, Nothing Compares.
Right. Turned out Sinead O'Connor was a lesbian. If you look her up, she's a lesbian.
Okay.
And
she had a son, though.
Yeah, she had a son too, yeah. She's also a lesbian. And she had an affair with Sarah Ann Parker too. And she wrote that, she came out with a remake of that song for Sarah Ann Parker's funeral.
Okay, so Doyle, pick up in 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Yep.
I gotta put my shoes on.
I'll walk you down.
All right. Yeah. Did you tell them to beep the horn?
No. Uber doesn't work like that.
Okay.
We can go down though. Get your jacket and all that. We'll go down together.
If any of these people are watching the show, I'm giving them so much information, they're going to know who they are. I'm giving them so much information. All these people like Laura Basile, Aja Paul, Darius Porter, Doyle, they're all going to know who I'm talking about. And my brother, my half brother,
the guy who stole your identity?
Yeah, but he stole my identity. He goes by the name of Cannon Doyle, whose real name is Chris Jeffers. But now he goes by the name of Cannon Doyle. These people are going to know we're talking about them. And they're going to know who I am.
Okay, come on down.
Even though I don't look the same, they're going to know I'm the same person because I'm giving them too much information. This is your living room, right?
This, I'm going to bring the drum set up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take the carpet up like I did in the bedroom and the music room.
Are you sure your father doesn't mind you taking the carpet and you put it in there?
Well, we'll cross
nice
that bridge when
carpeting.
we get to it.
It's nice carpeting.
This is a nice carpet? Look at how shitty it is, bro. There's marks everywhere. It's stained.
I like it. Your father's going to be pissed.
There's a saying, it's better to apologize than to ask permission. Well,
Who says that?
Who says that? You never heard that saying?
No.
Well, I got to get my keys because...
So that you're saying...
Well, I'm definitely using it. So it's mine now.
Will the drum set and all the instruments fit in here?
Oh, the drum set? It fit right in the corner there.
Well, the rest of the instruments.
The rest of the instruments? What, the guitars?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be cramped, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Yep. Well, they have a keyboard, too. They're a keyboardist. There's a lot of people in that room.
We'll have to.
There's a lot of people in that room because we got a keyboardist, You might have a sax player. All in that one room. You sure it'll fit?
Well, lift it open. Okay. Tomorrow is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be able
I
to
like the
stream.
furniture in this apartment.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream in here tomorrow. For the RFK meeting, but I'm definitely going to clean in the morning
I like the furniture in this apartment.
and vacuum and
This is definitely the better apartment, I think.
air condition. I mean, air it out.
This was definitely the better apartment. Your apartment now is nice, but this is definitely the better one.
I mean, I like the big room in this one.
Yes, I mean,
Nice big room.
but at least now you're not in the basement.
Sheesh. Just say that again.
I mean, you lost a better apartment, but you're still better off
Rondo
than in the
says, don't
basement.
forget about the harp player.
The harp player?
Are you joking? I think he's trolling.
I think he means what do you call harmonica.
Harmonica? Did you mean harmonica? He's joking. He said it's better to be a dummy and a dummy. No harp. No, he said no, a harp, not a harmonica, a harp.
See that girl walking down there? Looks like the one who murdered my child, but she looked like that.
Pick up in 4 minutes. Your driver is nearby. Get ready to meet your driver. Well, what do you got to say? A kazoo and a jaw harp.
There's a driver. There he is. Is that it?
It's a white Honda.
A right hand, okay.
And it looks like they're coming from... All right, now this is my account.
Yeah.
So don't start trying to pick the girl up and giving her sexual compliments.
I don't do that.
She's going to give me a bad rating, and then people won't pick me up anymore. You're going to be like, oh, hi, honey. Oh,
I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't know. Where do you get that from?
Don't talk to her about Jesus.
I talk about Jesus, but I don't try to pick them up.
No, I'm going to get a bad rating because of you.
I don't try to pick anyone up. I know what you're talking about.
Don't make any sexual comments.
I don't make sexual. Where are you getting this from?
Don't tell her she looks like a woman who murdered your child.
I didn't. I told you. I'm
just saying.
I'm not stupid, you know.
When you get
I'm
in
not
there,
stupid, you know.
just when you get
I'm
in there,
not stupid.
like this.
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
I didn't say you're stupid. You might be socially uncalibrated with women.
No, I don't think so. I don't know where you get that idea from.
I've been walking with you in the street and you go, hey, honey. It's 2024 now. You can't do that anymore. You can't catcall. You can't catcall, and don't pick up the taxi driver. Tell her to come into your place. Tell her you're going to show her your room. You got some castor oil. You give her a massage. You're going to give me a bad rating.
Yeah, I'm really going to do that, man, Snooki.
You better not. I'll turn this car around right now. 2 minutes. We didn't really get into any topics today as far as HOSPITALGATE, though. That's the thing. Me calling someone uncalibrated. Yeah. I guess takes one to know one, huh? Your hair looks good, though. You should let me style it all the time. Look at that. Look at that coif. I'm jealous. Man's got a thick head of hair. I just got a thick head, a thick skull. So pick up in 1 minute, Sir Doyle. Do you want to say goodbye to the chat? I think it's only Lundos, and there's 2 other people, but nobody's saying anything except Lundos talking trash. So I'm not gonna say goodbye to Lundos. Say goodbye to the chat. You know.
Prepaid call from Carmen.
Anybody out there? Don't want to abuse a child.
Telephone service provided by people.
Whether it be Andrew Cuomo, whether it be Donald Trump, any of you, HOSPITALGATE will find you.
Press 3 now. Lock off.
Hope this message is informative to you.
Subject to monitoring at any time. You may begin speaking now.
Good job, sir.
Speakers to the